Thanks for coming. Welcome to the Weird Spooky Show. We are the Rascals. In no particular order, I am Tim.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Kerri.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Hope.
And we're all carefully labeled for you for Zoom. Thanks for being here. I'm going to be functioning more like a host tonight, so letting people in and moving things around. But when we ask for suggestions, just type them into the chat function. If you don't know where that is, at the bottom, if you're on a desktop Zoom, it's at the bottom of the bar and something that says chat, and we will take your suggestions from there. So we are going to start off with something that we call Space Jump, because we've been practicing and it works. So we determine who goes first by who is slowest about stopping their videos. So. It's your suggestion, Mitch.
What's my suggestion? Well, I'll start it off by just saying I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes caught the most eerie what?
Grass skirts.
Of course they were the grass
Lake.
skirts.
Are you seeing spasm?
I'm seeing them. Yep, grass skirts, lake,
okay.
Spasm. All right. Any others? Any last ones? Well, I'm going to stay away from grass skirts because
Thank you.
those things are eerie enough. I think I'm going to go with lake.
Okay. And just so that everyone's aware, the way Space Jump works is every time a rascal enters the scene, it completely changes. And then every time we leave, we go back to that scene where we had the same number of rascals. So you'll get the hang of it. Everybody's playing this one.
Boy, that spasm you got in your mouth, that really must be painful.
Well, you learn to live with it. The longer that you've had it, it doesn't really bother me anymore. I mean, I just every once in a while it makes my face crink, but other than that, it's a spasm.
I feel the wave of air, but I didn't understand a word you were saying because your mouth is all spazzed up.
Well, yeah. I mean, every once in a while, I have to hook it and stretch my face.
Okay, boys. You know the rules.
Can I go now?
You might not know the rules. So what I'm going to suggest is you repeat the rules of Halloween to me.
The rules of Halloween?
Yes, the rules of Halloween.
Stay inside.
Correct.
No,
that's it. There's only one rule.
I was going to go with my rule.
Okay.
Bang on the door until somebody comes to the front of the door.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Even in
Can I
these
take
times,
his?
You just bang on the door, and as soon as the lights come on, you just sort of run away. So you're 6 feet away from the door, and then hope that they can throw candy at you.
But if I stay inside, can I open the door when he throws candy? Like what? No.
Oh, you shouldn't do that. Not now.
No, you have to explain this to me. I don't understand. My grass skirt is shorter than everybody else's. Like, this barely covers my butt. This is not fair. You're punking me, right?
You have nicer legs than all of us. My legs are terrible.
You didn't take a whippersnipper to it, did you? Like,
well, it needed a trim. It needed a trim, but I didn't significantly alter the length much.
I cut that grass specifically for you.
That was you.
Yes.
Didn't you see her on the... it's the first time I've seen somebody on the yard with, like, little scissors cutting away. Just snip.
It's perfectly tailored to your body.
Hello. Welcome to our first meeting post-Halloween. I understand some monsters are feeling quite broken.
Some kids in the West End took my fangs.
Oh no!
I don't know. They're gone.
Those nasty kids. We make them stay inside for one Halloween, and then when things finally come back, they come with a vengeance.
I thought this was going to be our time. Our Halloween.
I went outside. Yeah, full moon and everything, and I got picked on.
It is a shame, you know. They create what they say, like a candy mob. They do not want spooky things, only candy.
People just aren't spooked out by a nerdy vampire. I tell you, it just doesn't work.
You know, Boris, you try really hard, man, but you just cramp everyone's style.
That's why I went into IT.
Okay. I'm not doing the dance until I get a longer skirt.
If I water you, it'll help. I just water you a little bit.
Water it. So now, like, it's a wet skirt dance? No way. I'm out of here. We're done.
Boys, I think all this planning is great, but I think maybe the best idea is to just, not do Halloween.
But I got the firecrackers and the ladder and the knife.
I've been building my water balloon collection for about a week already. No Halloween.
Mom, this is disappointing.
Listen, we'll make it all up during St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh. Oh, I understand exactly what you're saying. I'll be right back.
Ow. Ow. I'm supposed to hook the fish, not myself.
And scene. I realized what you'd done. As soon as it went. I'm sorry. I'm having a good time. I hope everybody else is. All right, we're going to play something called Say What. This is a bit of a signature piece that the Rascals perform. So Mitch is going to translate. And you know what? Let's just start with French. Dan will only be speaking French. But Hope, who's also in the scene with him, can only respond to what Mitch translates for her. And for the record, Mitch does not speak French.
Okay, you'll hear me, but you just won't see me.
Okay, so we'll get a suggestion, and I'll ask because right now Dan can only speak in French. Instead of trick-or-treating this year, what is a new Halloween tradition that you can partake in? Drop your suggestions down in the chat. A new Halloween tradition instead of trick-or-treating. These are good. These are really good. Okay, I think I am going to go with baking sourdough. Speaks to my early quarantine days.
All right.
You know, Dad, when you said we were going to do something fun for Halloween this year, I thought we were going to watch a movie. I thought we were going to make a spooky fort. Now I just got dough all over my fingers.
You know, Sally, 2020 is a... Oh.
French.
Oh, boy. I'm off. Tu sais, Sally, 2020 est une année vraiment désappointante.
You know, 2020 is a time when we should celebrate bread making.
But Dad, we bread make every other day, 'cause we have our own bakery. I just want one day where I don't have sticky fingers.
Oui, je comprends ton problème, mais vraiment, ça fait partie d'être la famille.
See, that's not a problem. Just stop using your hands and just roll on it. Just roll in the dough.
I thought rolling in dough was when you make money, not when you make gross-looking loaves.
Oui, mais c'est bon de mettre l'argent dans le pain.
Well, why do you think it's... Where do you think sourdough gets its sourness from?
Does it get it from when you roll on it and then it touches your butt?
Oui, c'est exactement ça.
No. Just...
Oh,
Non, il faut que tu mettes l'argent dans le pain. Dans le pain.
No, it's from your BO that it gets the sourdough taste.
oh.
And pause just for a second. Not everyone knows we are a trilingual troupe. So we're going to switch. And Hope can only speak Spanish. Dan has to go from her translation, which Mitch will still provide.
Pero papá, yo no quiero cocinar pan.
This doesn't sound like a fun activity.
Yeah, it's something that you grow up to like people.
Oh, como tu relación con mi mamá.
So we can do this on the street. We can do this with our neighbors.
Oh, absolutely. Ideally, you're doing it on the grass because the grass adds to the flavor.
¿En el césped?
But-
Interesante.
Interesting, but grass makes me puke, just like it does the dog.
Oh, I don't think it's a good idea to bake with the dog.
¿Y por qué? Pero es mi familia.
But why not?
Well, I mean, as much as hair does add some flavor, I mean, it gets stuck in the teeth, so a lot of people don't enjoy it.
And scene. When you get to the hair of the dog.
I don't think I want to eat bread for a while.
No, I'm off. It's some of our audience members are off sourdough for the rest of the year. They're done.
No.
I don't think I've ever made sourdough, so...
Mitch, I'm laughing at your
we
hat.
know how it's made.
Okay. We're going to play a little game called Experts. And here's your host, Kerri.
Hello. Can I get something that is very spooky that you want to know more about? Maybe that isn't COVID. Scarecrow, Babadook, Hocus Pocus, the film, Birds. Oh, Birds.
HR policy.
Oh, HR. I
Whoa,
like that one.
cool.
Do you guys like HR policy?
Woke.
Our policy?
I know
They're
they're
so
very
spooky.
spooky.
They're scary.
You like that one?
You're the
Host
host.
with the most, Kerri.
I'm gonna go with HR policy because I agree. It is terrifying. All right. Welcome to HR Expo 2020. We're doing things a little differently this year. We're all online. We're all on Zoom. Everything's strange, but we're gonna make it work. I thank you all for coming today, and we have two wonderful guests with us. Ma'am, can you tell me who you are?
Oh, yes. I'm Agnes, and I have been part of my works committee for a very long time.
Wonderful. I mean, I'm sure you have a lot to say and a lot to explore with the group today. Sir, can I get your name and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Dr. H.R. Harrowsmith. I have a considerable body of work published in HR, but in the last few years, I've disavowed most of it, and I've leaned heavily now on druidic practices.
Wow, fascinating.
It's not as thoroughly published,
The
however.
ancient texts. Interesting. Well, I would like to open things up to the group. If you could please put your questions in the chat, we'll be glad to answer them. There might be a little bit of a lag, so just be patient. Let me see if I can get some questions from the audience.
They seem very concerned about ice cream.
Here's a good one. Should I hire former politicians? Anyone can jump in.
Like hiring from almost any other group, there are pros and there are cons. Hiring former politicians, you will always have a trust issue because what they're best at, and let's be honest, is lying to you. So every schedule that comes back, every pay slip, you're wondering, every report, if they've actually told you the truth. Fortunately, there is a druidic practice that you can use. It involves a tiny blood sacrifice and some artifact from the person in question. But with just the right ritual, you can determine whether or not they are telling the truth. The difficulty is, do you want to do that every time they turn in work to you?
That's the question.
That's
that is
the
a
question.
concern. Yes. Agnes, do you have any insight into this question?
I think former politicians, they're not very fun to work with. No, they don't contribute very much to anything except headaches.
So we're trying to minimize headaches.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, another question. Is it better to hire family members or not? Good one.
Well, current practice would call that nepotism, but in the ancient druidic tradition, you only hired family members, and that's really how you were sure that you could trust people, because blood is thicker than water or ink.
I think that family really livens up the place. I really like sharing pictures of my grandkids. Would you like to see?
Oh, yes.
I've got about 25.
Oh, we don't have time. Another
Pictures or
question.
grandchildren?
That's
Okay,
up to your imagination.
fascinating. Here's a great one. Is HR discriminating against non-humans?
You know, my cats can tell you that our policy is quite open, and nothing makes work better than bringing your little furry friend inside your knitting bag to take out during your 15-minute uninterrupted lunch break.
Just dealing with someone in the waiting room right now, and there we go. So the question was discriminating against non-humans. I would say up till now that has been absolutely true. I think that we can all agree that we're seeing a lot more trolls in the workplace. I don't think anyone would disagree with that now. And I know from the ancient Druidic traditions that many non-humans had very important roles. There was the fairy king. There were all of his minions. There were a number of little people living in and under mushrooms and in enchanted glades. And I would definitely like to see a lot more of that. Even if we were just dealing with familiars, Agnes was mentioning cats. I've seen some emails and memos coming from cats, particularly during this time of COVID, that are better written than anything I've seen. People with MBAs, and the cats are definitely blowing them out of the water. So I think it's time to end that bias against non-humans. Absolutely.
I think we're all in agreement there. And it looks like we have time for just one more question. Agnes, perhaps later we'll look at your photographs. Can we talk about best practices for dress codes? Dress codes.
It used to be that you had to wear certain things to work. But I can tell you that in 2020, there are a lot of very confident people. And what can I say? Every once in a while, I too like to rock a crop top. However, I prefer the crocheted variety. In short, take what your mama gave you, but make sure you wear half of a sweater.
There's some very disturbing mental images there. I would say that we're starting to see now, definitely, I don't know if you've noticed in most workplaces, people are starting to revert to leggings, high leather boots, shawls. They're already dressing like it's D&D already. I think all they need to really add is a druidic robe. You've got the folds, you've got the pockets, throw it back in summer, wrap it around you in the winter. If the AC tends to be too high, you've got options there. So I think we're already moving in the right direction with dress codes. We just need to take it a little bit further.
You sure must have a fascinating workplace, Doctor. And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for coming to what I would describe as a bit of an explosive HR Expo 2020. Thank you to my guests, and have a great rest of your year.
And scene. Oh, everybody coming back. I'm always worried that. Okay. We're going to play Shoulda Said with Kerri and Mitch. And before I pass it off, just want to make sure. Just want to make sure the way this works, audience, is they're going to run a scene, and anytime that you would like to change the intention of whatever it is that they've said or done, you can type SAS, short for Shoulda Said, into the chat, and Hope will call those out at opportune moments and make sure that they've completely changed those. So that's how we're going to manage Shoulda Said. So we're looking forward to your responses.
Can't hear you, Mitch.
Favorite candy at Halloween?
Favorite candy?
Favorite candy.
Drop your favorite candy below in the chat. Any candy.
Sardines, raisins. Any sticking out for you there?
Well, the ones that aren't candy are certainly sticking out. Okay. All right.
Go ahead, pick one.
Let's do raisins.
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 Okay.
Everyone's favorite.
You have ruined the essence of the grape. You have done it. You have stolen the essence of the grapes. How could you do that? Why would you do that?
You know my powers. You understand that I suck the life out of everything I touch.
Should have said.
You understand my powers. You know that my favorite thing to do is dehydrate.
Yes, I know that you love dehydrating, but do you have to dehydrate everything? I mean, I can't have nice things anymore. We can't have nice things because you dehydrate everything. I mean, we had a watermelon the other day. You dehydrated it. I mean, we had bananas the other day. You dehydrated them. You know what that looks like? It's just a little yellow sliver that doesn't taste like anything. You think it would taste like banana, but no, that went with the hydration. Yellow slivers.
Should have said.
Mush. That's all we get. Everything's dehydrated.
Should have said.
Everything is dehydrated, then rehydrated, then dehydrated, then rehydrated. Like, you touch one with one hand, you touch it with the other hand, it gets rehydrated. It's just a roller coaster with you.
You knew what you were signing up for when you married me, okay?
Should have said.
You knew what you were signing up for when you made me into your minion, okay?
Yes, I do understand that. But when I made you my minion, I was expecting you to stay in your cage. I was expecting that you'd stay in the dungeon, and that would be your place. Your place is the dungeon. My place is upstairs with the kitchen and the food.
Should have said.
My place is upstairs with the television and the snacks, the candies. You dungeon, me living space.
Well, how do you expect me to entertain myself? All I have is my powers. Dehydrate?
That's why I bought you the ball. You could throw the ball around against the wall. You can roll it into corners.
Should have said.
That's why I bought you the drum set, and I set it up, and I put the drum kit in the furthest corner from me. Don't tell me that you're not trying your drums. It was an expensive kit.
Should have said.
Don't tell me that you're not using your drums. I mean, I made it out of pots and pans. It was a trip to Value Village.
Well, you didn't give me any sticks. And so when I hit it with my hands, it would dehydrate and rehydrate. Dehydrate and rehydrate.
I've never seen you dehydrate metal before. This is quite interesting. Is that why instead of actually hearing the drums, I just hear a splash Oh, I just hear a tick of something falling on the ground. What's rehydrated metal look like?
It looks like metal. Just like metal.
Oh, like metal. Oh,
Should have said.
oh, I thought you said middle. It looked like middle, like metal, like halfway in between the two, like maybe like metallic jello, something like that.
And scene.
Never seen you rehydrate metal before. Okay. Thank you so much, Kerri and Mitch, and all those wonderful suggestions for Should Have Said. We're going to play a game called Actor's Nightmare. We're going to change it up a little bit. 2 actors have play, and 1, the monkey in the middle, does not. So I've got 6 plays of Clifford Odets.
And I've got
I'm sorry if I pronounced that
Waiting
wrong.
for Godot.
Okay, so I'm just going to hold the book up here, and I'm just going to flip until I get a when in the chat, and then I will just stop at that play.
Oh, when?
Maybe someone called out page 79,
Oh,
so I'll
page
just go there.
79.
Whatever's on page 79.
In the
All right.
meantime, Halloween is tomorrow, and there's mixed feelings about doing it due to this current situation. What do you plan on doing instead? That's PG-13.
Watching.
That's what I'm doing after this, Marcy.
Doing push-ups?
Push-ups. Wow.
Alex is
Oh, to
on
be
a
young and have
fitness
energy.
journey.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a fitness. Doing push-ups as a fitness training.
Fitness. All right.
Training, yeah.
All right. So I'm in Awaken and Sing by Clifford Odets. I own this book, but I probably read this play at some point in my life, but I really don't remember it very well. Okay.
All right. Look.
And your suggestion is
The fitness.
push-ups,
Fitness,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Fitness.
Look, Bobby, you're doing a phenomenal job. You've been working out for months. Your pipes are solid.
Don't satisfy me more, such remarks, when Henny could kill in the bed. Don't laugh, I'm so nervous. Look, 2 times I weighed myself in the subway station.
No, I know, but the muscle mass is heavier than other mass in the body, so you're doing pretty good right now.
It's over. It's all over.
Look, Marcy, you just need to keep trying, okay? You've only been at it for about 3 days now. It's normal that you're going to get tired.
Don't tell me. Come, we'll walk it off.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea to after you exercise to do some movement because then the lactic acid leaves you.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a scientific fact. It's better than just sitting on your butt and doing nothing.
You'd rather be stuck there doing nothing?
Oh, no, I am always doing something.
I wash my hands from everything.
Well, it's a good idea to wash your hands right now because, you can contaminate everybody. Kill yourself, really.
Please, yourself.
I can't stand it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a frustrating time, but, you just keep working at it, and eventually, it'll go away.
We can't.
Well, you can keep trying. I mean, you can go back. I mean, you don't have to be doing the exercises. You can go back home. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that.
We're waiting for Godot.
I can't believe it myself.
Yeah, no,
But she said it. I'm second fiddle, she said. She made such a yell everybody heard for 10 miles.
Look, Look, I know he's my favorite, okay? And I give him a little bit of a leeway, but he's coming.
She don't love me.
I'm cold.
Well, you only did like 3 reps. I mean, you got to do more before you heat your body up. Of course you're going to be cold. It's freezing outside.
Not for a nickel.
Well, she's not paying me more than like 10 cents. I mean, I'm not going to do it for 5 cents. That's just not enough.
Please, not for a nickel?
Oh, no. It's at least 10 cents.
She was kidding me.
Well, she told you she was getting 5-cent deal. No, I don't do that kind of deal. She was lying to you.
Will you stop whining? I've had about my belly full of your lamentations.
Well, I mean, I'm not prone to complaining, but I mean, I got my limits on to what I'm going to charge for this kind of work.
Well,
I'll go in bed. I got a cold.
It's hard to have clients these days. Nobody wants to do anything.
I'll phone supper time. Sometimes I think there's something funny about me.
Yeah, you seem a little bit off to me, too.
Can I talk to you about something?
Look, if you guys decide to talk, don't wait and talk at the same time. It's hard to understand you, okay? I mean, do your workout, talk. That's okay, but take your time.
Yeah, that's all, I suppose.
Well, no, you did a great workout today.
Hold that.
Look, you're not going to gain any mass with 5-pound weight.
What did he say?
I said you're not going to gain any weight with any muscle mass with a 5-pound weight.
I heard him. You don't need to tell me.
Do you want the weight?
Don't say another word.
Scene.
Thank goodness you're here. I keep worrying that I've let strange people into the room, but I haven't. Okay. We're going to send Kerri to the waiting room, however. And can I? Okay, I can. I just I have to select you from the participants, and there's so many other people here. There you are, Kerri. We're going to put you in the waiting room. Okay, bye, Kerri. We love you. Okay. So while Kerri's in the room, I got a new game that we've tried out and we like playing called Thank Goodness You're Here. So that's the first line that Kerri gets when she comes back, and we're going to throw her into a situation. Hope's going to paint it for us, but we need to know from you if you could be doing anything at Halloween this year, assuming that everything was even and copacetic and normal, what would you be doing? And I can't see the chat, so.
Hugging people, hot tubbing, craving eggplants, going to a haunted house.
Oh, like the one on my headband.
Ooh, haunted house.
Haunted house. Going to a haunted house. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's put her in a haunted house. Thank goodness you're here. Why don't we make her the ghost that is supposed to be haunting it?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Thank goodness you're here, because up to now it just has not been spooky at all, right?
True.
Okay. Hope you're ready to you ready to paint that, Hope?
I think so.
All right. So we're gonna let Kerri back into the room.
As you materialize
into your space, finally floating there. You take a look around. You see windows that are very grimy and some are broken, shattered. The window shutters creak against a wind that is persistent, a draft through the whole house. Floorboards, if you had human feet, would groan underneath the weight. And dust covers this once beautiful mansion.
Oh, we're here.
I got here as soon as I could.
It was going to be a very disappointing experience if you didn't arrive. Everyone's been waiting.
Yeah, they paid good money for this show.
Well, here I am, ready to perform.
It's fortunate that the afterlife is so boring. What else occupies your time in the afterlife? Tell us.
Oh, I do all sorts of things. I knit. I've been reading a lot.
Does that mean you haunt libraries as well?
Oh, yes, I do a lot of hunting in all sorts of places. With my body able to walk through walls, I can pretty much go anywhere.
No, it's good. I just want to be sure, though, that you're going to put on the good performance. Like, just scare me.
Oh, okay. I'm a little rusty. Boom!
Oh, jeez! Wow, that's something.
Yep.
Wow.
Still got it.
My hat off.
I might be missing something here. Can you do it again?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll turn this way this time.
Oh yes, much scarier from the other side. Sorry, it's a perspective thing.
It is.
My fault entirely.
So this is the real one.
Yes,
This is the real one.
yes.
We finally have a real ghost for the haunted house. Tell me, before you begin, I want you to tell me what are the fundamentals of haunting.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. I learned
Five fundamentals of haunting.
Sure. I learned this on my first day on the job. It's real simple. Surprise, 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 surprise. And last but not least, make it real gory.
He's a professional. What can I say? I got you the best.
You're saving the gore for later, then.
Oh, yes. You don't want to do it too soon. Too soon would be a mistake. And also a little trick that I learned in the biz from the best. Keep them wanting more.
Oh, the best.
Oh,
Are you telling me you went to the school of surprise and gore, who's taught by who's the one who runs that school again?
His name is Monsieur Philippe Japonese.
Oh, yes, Japanese.
Yes.
How could I forget Japanese?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
the master.
Yes.
The master.
And of course, you must have taken that famous course of his named the famous one.
Well, it's called Hauntological Hauntings 101.
Oh, yes. The
I
101.
Later on, there's classes that progressed after
It's
that.
required material in the curriculum.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
You hired another university graduate? Some of us who didn't pass ghost school were not good enough for you no more, or what?
Isn't it true? Help me out here. Isn't it true that well-educated ghosts haunt better than less educated ghosts? Isn't that true?
Well,
Absolutely. It's an intellectual thing.
I don't want to brag, but yes, it is true. I mean, we're just a little bit more well-equipped.
They understand human psyche more. They understand what makes people scared. Isn't that it?
It's true.
I'm very interested. What would you say is the best way to scare a human?
Well, it really depends on the human. You know, you really have to learn the psychology. And, you know, is this one afraid of the dark? Is that one afraid of spiders? You just have to really tailor it to the person.
The analytics, right here. Look at that. This is a professional we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So, our new colleague down there, Liz, you had that question. You wanted to know about ectoplasm. I think now is the chance to ask that question. Get it all out once and for all.
All right. So, last time we tried a big fright, we decided to bring out the goo. Want to know your opinion. Do you think you gotta be sticky, be scary?
Well, that is a great question, and it goes to rule number 5, which is bring the gore. And I feel like, sticky isn't essential, but it does help. And it especially helps if you want to affix someone or adhere someone to a spot. And if so, what you can do is really scare them for a length of time.
So is that the origin of the phrase frozen in fear? Because they're just so mired in ectoplasmic goo, they can't move.
I think you're the teacher here.
Oh, I got one.
Team.
Thank goodness you're here. And that's true for all of our audience as well. Thank goodness you're here. We're going to play another game that requires us to move in and out called E's and Outies. Only 4 people are playing, so I'm not. But everyone will have to enter or exit when they hear their word.
Dan, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, Dan, you're going to have to show us how you take a sandwich.
Hey.
I've got my tickle trunk is right here beside me.
Yours is bigger than mine.
All right, I guess we all need words. What's your favorite word to use to scare somebody? Yeah.
Pregnant. Laboo.
Taxes? I like taxes. We can work with that. Or tax. We could just do tax.
I'm going to take Laboo.
Laboo?
Laboo, Texas. Someone knocks on your door for trick-or-treating and you're not ready. What do you say in an excuse? Okay, I will take go. Go away.
Go away.
And Halloween tradition is bobbing for apples. What else can you bob for? I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna say. Well, I'm gonna shorten the fried chicken just to chicken.
Chicken?
Yep.
All right. So just to repeat our words, we have
tax,
Laboo,
go,
And chicken. I'm going to take these off. They're hard to see through. All right. Give me an occupation that is key around the Halloween season. Or just an occupation around the Halloween season. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to go with dentist because I think it incorporates quite a bit of the horror in it, as well as butcher.
A dentist butcher?
Dentist, butcher. Yeah. I didn't think I should see that dentist. I mean, every time I see that dentist, it's just, I come out with more pain than anything.
You know, Ron, I don't understand why you always go to him.
Why do I go and see him?
Yeah, why?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's within walking distance. He's close, so I go and see him because he's there.
I mean, he is convenient.
Well, where else should I go?
Well, have you ever thought about going to see Danny?
Yeah.
You know Danny down the street? I mean, he's pretty good with the meat cleaver. Maybe he'd be good for your cavities, too.
Yeah, I don't think a dentist who uses meat cleavers and pliers is really qualified to be a dentist. I mean, he doesn't even pay his taxes. I know, he brags about it all the time.
Well, you know, Danny's just a lucrative businessman. I mean, he reads that truck book every week. He's getting inspired.
And that's why he doesn't pay taxes. Never pay taxes.
Dad, I was going to tell you something important, and now I'm not so sure I should, but I guess I'll stay.
Teenagers.
My teacher, Mr. LeBou, he,
Hey, sis.
Oh, hi. I was about to tell Mom and Dad something really important, but you interrupted me.
Oh, I didn't mean to. You weren't going to say anything about school now, were you?
Oh, right. No, I wasn't about to say anything at all about school.
Good. Nobody wants to hear anything from a chicken.
Why are you talking in riddles now? Why can't you just be straight with your ma?
I need to go and get some painkillers here if I'm going to continue this conversation.
Well, you might as well figure it out yourselves, kids.
Closer. If you don't want me to tell Mom and Dad about school, you're going to have to give me something.
Oh, I'll give you something. I'll give you one of these.
That's not fair. And also, that's not how this works.
Well, that's how brothers and sisters communicate.
Listen, you don't get it. This is my very important life, and you're interfering.
Fine. You want to tell Mom? Go ahead.
All right, now have you figured something out here?
Right, yes. Okay, I have a very important announcement, and it comes from my teacher, Mr. LeBou.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
All right, so Mr. LeBou says that from now on, I'm the
Change my
teacher.
mind. I want to hear.
Honey, you gotta get down to brass tacks here.
Okay. Because school's been so weird lately, he's gonna make me the teacher. And he's gonna be that I teach the class. Okay? And I tell the students what to do, including you.
You're too chicken to tell anybody anything.
Have we solved any of the problems yet?
Well, apparently, we made a smart one.
Really? Which one?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she'll be doing my taxes soon, too.
I gotta go teach class.
Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. She's the smart one. Okay. I thought because of the size of his head, there might be some more stuff going on in there, but I can see that there's nothing going on in his head.
Lollipops are lovely.
Can't even look at you.
So tell me, is it so she's really teaching the class?
Yeah, apparently she's taking over for her teacher.
Mr. LeBou?
Yeah, that one.
And scene, because Mitch just left him himself in the scene by himself. Wow, it's 8:30 already. Where's the time going? We've only got a couple of games left. Should we keep going all the way through our set list? Just do this? All right. I'm going to throw Mitch out into the cold, dark, empty waiting room so we can play another game. Bye, Mitch. We love you. Can't wait to see what he looks like when we bring him back. Okay, this is the dating game. It's not too dissimilar from what happens on TV. Mitch is going to come in, and he is our eligible bachelor, and he's looking for someone to date. And what I would like to know is your favorite Star Wars character. Who would you dress up as Halloween? At Halloween, if you could dress up as any Star Wars character. There's Yoda, R2-D2, BB-8, Chewie, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, my.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to take that first suggestion there we had with you, the big ugly fish dude. Yeah.
Big ugly fish dude. I'm
Big
going
ugly
to fish this
dude.
one out.
Yeah, that's so specific. They all have names, you know. Yeah, so we're going to go with Yoda.
Yoda. Name me an occupation in the entertainment industry. Lion tamer. Lion tamer. Okay, I'm going to take lion tamer.
Okay. Weatherman. Weatherman. That's a good one. Maybe I'll do weather person. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
But weather person's fun. Can you also give me an animal?
Sheep.
That's not a bad suggestion.
Okay, a sheep weather person.
Weather sheep.
Weather sheep.
Someone to blame for all that bad weather. All right, I'm going to bring Mitch back. Here he is.
Well, hello there. I'm really looking forward to this. So I think I'll just start with my questions. Bachelor number one. I really like going for long walks in the forest for those types of outings. So what do you enjoy doing the most? Contestant number one.
Talking to you, I think he is. Mm-hmm.
All right. Contestant number one, you're just one of the strong silent types, I take it. So contestant number two, same question. What's
In the forest, be careful you must. Some places, strong with the force they are. Others, not so much. Take my walking stick, I must.
And contestant number three, what kind of things do you like doing?
Oh, well, there's a lot to be said for going out and looking at the sights but you must beware that on Saturday there's a strong gust of wind that is coming through, and you must also be aware that there's a 40% chance of showers, and on Sunday the weather will be just bad all over.
Okay. All right, I'll take that into consideration. Got some bad weather coming up. Contestant number one. I guess talking about bad weather. What type of weather is your favorite type of weather?
Well, given that I'm under the big top a lot, it really doesn't matter what the weather is like. I just enjoying all the time.
Okay, so you've decided to start talking to me. That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. Contestant number two, what kind of weather do you like?
Good weather, bad weather. There is no good or bad. There is only weather.
Okay, so you like any type of weather? All right. Contestant number three, what's your favorite type of weather? Now that you've already given me a weather report.
Oh, I like good weather. I don't like bad weather. I like weather that's conducive to my hooves, not getting stuck in mud.
Oh, your hooves. Okay. So contestant number one, I think Disney is a magical place to go. What other kind of places do you think are magical places?
Well, anywhere where I can take my pet lion.
Okay. Yes. Of course. Taking your pet lion is an important thing.
I mean, if he gets out of place, I'll whip him. But it's just people.
I would expect that you would whip him as a lion tamer. So, contestant number two, what kind of places are magical to you?
Think about too wet is. Hot, too cold. The bustling city life of Coruscant, miss do I.
So, Yoda, have you actually been to Hoth? Have you been there before, or is it
no, and never will I be.
Okay, good idea. And so you, contestant number three, what type of places are magical for you?
Oh, my home. I live with a lovely woman named Mary, and every so often she shears my wool.
Right, she does she? Because sometimes it gets hot in the summer, I would imagine.
it gets quite hot. And when it does, I tell you that there's a beautiful sun in the sky and there's a 40% chance of rain, but only on Sunday.
Now, I'm very excited. I'm very excited that some news channels are hiring sheep as their weather people. Weather sheep.
Well,
I don't want to be sheepish.
The HR departments are allowing it.
Right. Oh, well, that's very good to know.
It's an ancient druidic practice, which kind of brings us back to where we are. And we're going to finish off with a game called Questions Wrap Up. So hopefully we can bring back some characters that you remember from earlier on. And if there's hesitation, if there's a repetition, if there's a statement, you're out and the next rascal is in.
What's so scary about this?
Don't you watch the news?
Haven't you heard the weather?
Do you think it's going to be bad?
Is hail bad?
Don't you know it's all about perspective?
What kind of perspective should I have exactly?
Don't you know I can't think for you?
Don't you know that I'm educated and I can think?
Do you get offended when people call you a sheep?
Are you saying that I just follow along with whatever people say?
There's nothing wrong with being a sheep like me.
How come my skirt is the shortest?
Why did you cut it?
What makes you think I cut it? You think I did this?
Have you tried to lengthen the grass?
How do you lengthen grass?
Did you try water?
Hasn't the grass already been cut to make the skirt? How does it grow after it's dead?
But
Is it zombie grass?
Isn't the skirt made with dirt?
Why did you make my skirt of dirt?
Don't you like the feeling of the smoothness of it?
Do you?
Don't you think that it looks fun to have a little trail of dirt every time you shake around?
What exactly do you think that might remind people of?
So, you want to learn how to haunt, do you?
Yes, and I'm out because I'm making statements. Bye.
Is this the HR department?
Who told you that?
Is this where I come for a job?
How did you get on the 5th floor?
Was I supposed to bring my resume?
Who told you you could come in here?
This isn't where I'm supposed to be?
Did you knock on the door first?
Was I supposed to knock?
Did you make an appointment?
Isn't this a public works building?
How long have you been waiting?
Is 2 hours too long?
Where did you get that hat?
What hat?
Have you been stealing?
Are you accusing me of stealing?